Howdy there, friends. I'm just kidding, we're not doing that shit. Welcome back to another episode of Protaly Rant. Welcome, friends, enemies, those still under review. Sora. Got my cocaine ready. So, why did the Romans adopt Greek gods? Let's talk about it. So the Greeks were seen by most people as a symbol of civilization. They had the best culture, the best plumbing, the best everything. They had the best everything, including religion. Their thoughts about religion went so much deeper than just, oh, Ra, the sun god, controls the sun. That's a bad example because the Egyptians were very complex about their religious beliefs as well. But the Greeks, to their contemporaries, were seen as more civilized. They were the pinnacle. They were the top. They were the best of the best. So these people, next to them, called the Illyrians, would adopt their culture. Basically, oh, the Greeks did it this way, now we're going to do it this way. So the Illyrians adopt this culture and become the Hellenic Illyrians. They become assimilated into that culture. The Greeks didn't really see it that way. They saw them as like cheap knockoffs, but who really cares what the Greeks think? Wait. So what they do, the Illyrians start spreading this culture to other people near them. Like groups like the Boy and the people near them. Let's just say people near them. So they start spreading this culture to the people near them. And while they start doing this, they spread it to groups who migrate in to Italy. Now, some of these migratory groups come into contact with these people called the Etruscans. Now, the Etruscans already know a lot about the Greeks due to trade routes, and they've already kind of adopted Greek culture themselves. So these people who are migrating and these Etruscans who already live here and have already kind of started to adopt Greek culture kind of pass it on to the Latins. Now, the Latins are a group of city-states in modern-day central Italy who kind of mimic what the Etruscans are doing and are also getting these influences from migratory people. So the Etruscans, like I said, adopted this Greek style of doing things because of the trade routes. The Greeks were the people you traded with, so that's the culture you adopt in order to have better trade relations. So eventually, slowly, these Latins would start to pray to gods like Hades, who's seen as the god of wealth. And their word for the god of wealth, Pluto, or Pluton, became slowly the Greeks' version of the god of wealth. Or at least the god of wealth that came from the ground, Hades. Now, the Latins had their own version of a sky god, Jupiter. Jupiter was a sky god who was also the god of lightning. Who is a sky god who is also a god of lightning in Greek mythology, Zeus. So it's not that the Latins eventually coalesce into the Romans. Forgot to mention that. So it's not that the Romans stole Greek gods. It's just kind of like eventually the Greek gods became identified with their own gods. And because Greek mythology and culture was the best, that kind of superseded what was already there, if that makes sense. Protaly Rant over. Have fun, and remember, always bully Sam.